Welcome back. WeArEuS, and this is Stalker 2. So, as you can see, well, hold on.
This is Dr. Kaimanov. Have you managed to get the cartridge?
Yes, I'm almost there.
Before you begin, you'll need to calibrate the central antenna. It's nothing too complex, but you'll need precise instructions. I used to work at this station, and my old notes might still be around. All the information you need should be in there.
All right. Where do I find them?
They should be in one of the offices. If it's locked, try the code 1995. Hopefully I remembered it correctly. I'll be in touch.
I love those moments. You go looking for loot, and all you find is depression. Hopefully that stays isolated to where it is, rather than drifting down and harassing me. There appears to be a chemical anomaly somewhere inside. More than one, in fact. There's a dead body down there somewhere. I mean, we're here, so why not? Car. There are two bodies down there. Why would I ever want to go up there? He says, dreaming of, frankly, gnarly loot. But I'm not about to do that to myself. Then again, it's this roof, but there aren't any artifacts up there. Okay, we'll give it a little peek, okay? Wrong side. Literally ran past the thing. Oh, we are still fat. And we are very, very far from fixing that. There is nothing of immediate value here. Got aggro. Oh, great. That's... Ah. Oh. Excuse me? So, I guess I should probably tell you about this, but, you know, there's not really... time for that, you know? Ghost busting and all. Where'd this rat bastard go? Well, now that you've seen it, everyone welcome to round 2. I hardly remember it. It wasn't that long ago that I recorded that episode. Well, it was after I recorded the last episode. I wasn't doing wandering so much as just trying to get here. I vaguely remember something happening, and there were a lot of guys that needed to die. Right, there was a place somewhere. I don't remember where it was exactly. Yeah, I just don't remember where it was. But it looked like I don't want to say a warehouse. I don't really know how to describe it, but there were some guys that just manifested in my general vicinity. I ran to the nearest place that I could, which was a place I had just finished exploring, checking for loot, things like that. One of the guys had this gun, so I liberated him of it. I really should not use this gun so its durability doesn't make it too expensive to repair. Frankly, it doesn't make any sense that I was using it. I will note that it didn't jam on us while we were using it, but it's difficult to say how much of that was just the nature of things and how much of that was it not being able to jam in the first place. I'm definitely hoping that it's more of a case of the latter than the former. Granted, getting lucky when fighting something like that. Oh, so that anomaly does get marked on the scanner detector. Oh, right. I think. Okay, so last episode we were over here in the rookie village. I caught a ride over to Cilicia, and from there proceeded to walk all the way down through here. I remember this because no. I remember. I actually remember very well now. I didn't go through here because, as you can see, which is what caused me to pause and think about it further, there's no bridge here. Thus, it's a dead end. I hate those, so I went this way. I crossed the pontoon bridge. There's a guy guarding the bridge. I managed to convince him that he's not guarding this thing for any particular reason. There's no reason for him to be doing this thing anymore. There were a bunch of dead stalkers. I picked up their gear and went about my business. I didn't kill the guy. I am magnanimous. You should thank me. So this is the area I was in, and it was over here where there were some fellas causing trouble. Or was it over here? No, I remember. Okay, so it's actually over here. I had the entire thing wrong. I was mixing up what happened here with what happened here. So, what happened, this is the thing between episodes. What happened is that I found this area. There was an artifact here, so of course I went in. Chemical things everywhere. I also discovered, well, hold on. I'll actually show you one of the things I discovered there. Goodness. I discovered this. We now have 2 chemical protection maximum artifacts. And radiation protection if you're interested. After everything was said and done, I put the chemical protection to the test and stood in it was just a massive, frankly, it was like a lake of chemical acid, basically. I stood in it because there were guys that were dead in it. I had to. They had stuff on them. So I equipped the other one. I equipped this one as well and went about looting as I do. When all was said and done, I had lost probably nothing from the acid anomaly itself, despite having been standing in it for more than a minute. Of course, I had lost maybe 10% of my health during that time, which is awesome, let me tell you. Because, frankly, acid anomalies should be the most lethal thing for your armor. In the previous games, that was the case. They would rip and tear at your equipment's durability. I don't know if it's the same here, and frankly, I don't care to find out. Because I would have to, well, I wouldn't have to pay that bill. I could load and save, or save and load, after running that experiment. Hold on, I am apparently getting a call. So, as you may or may not know, depending on how long you've been following, I don't know if I talked about it in any Stalker videos. It might have been during Lords of the Fallen. No real way for me to know. But I've been employed for about the past month, maybe more, and it's not going well. Let's be honest about that. I hate it. I hate the entire process. It disgusts me to no end. And of course, I had 2 interviews. Both of them apparently fell through. And what I'm looking for in work it's drying up. Things are looking bad. So I'm going to continue distracting myself by talking about S.T.A.L.K.E.R. So, in that area that I showed you a moment ago, I hit the wrong button. Because of course I did. I'm good at the game. So, in this area, somewhere... Yeah, it's this area right here. This one spot. There's a point where you drop down. The reason I came over here was because there was an indicator for a stash. That's the word. There was a stash here. Or maybe here or somewhere else, and I just walked by this place, and since I always have the detector out to make sure I don't miss anything, I got the little ding and came over here. So it was either one. Either there was a stash marked over here and I happened to come across an artifact, or I was over here and passed by and was notified about the artifact. Under here were, I think, 3 snorks. Yeah, because one of them jumped up to the top level, to the ground level up here, from underneath. Startled the absolute frick out of me. I wasn't ready for that. Killed him dead. There were 2 more. Unfortunately, they ran and hid after they saw what happened to their buddy. So I had to go down and deal with them. Did so, and I believe I came up over here, based on everything I remember. And as I did, I'm not sure which direction I would have been facing. It could have been over here, or it could have been over here. I remember there being a corner. That's it. I wasn't looking at the map. I was more focused on the zombies that had manifested out of nowhere. Because remember, I was coming through this path and then headed through here. Or was it over here? It doesn't really matter which way I came in. There were zombies. I killed them. Then there were more zombies. Killed them too. Went to loot them. One of them had the Ram 2 in decent enough condition. Of course I had to equip it. And then I saw the reload animation where you jam 2 in there at a time. Oh, that is so good. Granted, it has a massive ammo capacity as well. So I'm pretty excited. Granted, it doesn't have the best fire rate, so it's probably not great for me. Because the ammo itself isn't a problem anymore. I can get that if I need it. Though I prefer to be stingy and, not fire wildly unless I'm fighting a bloodsucker. Knock on wood. I don't know how its damage stacks up because basically it's just a maxed meter, which doesn't really tell you anything. The sledgehammer that I've been using for a long time now could have a better damage output, but since there's just a limited amount of information due to the system they employ for it. Oh great, it's bugged again. Come on, man. There we go. So as you can see, maxed damage, and it may go further, but there's just no way to tell. It's not a great system for communicating information like that, which is very, very important. That's where we need to go, but you know how I operate. this button and this one. So yeah, I had a bit of a full day after the episode ended, but it was all to accomplish getting here, so I wouldn't have to do it later. I just wanted to get it out of the way as soon and as quickly as possible. So I did, but I was rewarded. I was rewarded for my efforts with gun, and frankly, there's very little I actually care about otherwise. I still want the other one, the Gauss rifle. I'm not going to trust this game's pronunciation of anything. Okay. Well, this is where it really begins, huh? Let's just hope the main problems of this area stick to being anomalies.
In the event of my absence, follow these instructions. Reminder, the antenna is a powerful C conductor. Being in its immediate vicinity while it is in operation is strictly prohibited. Activate the antenna on the rooftop. Ensure that there is no biological activity nearby. Any interference could damage the antenna. If the equipment detects such activity, the fuses will blow, cutting off the power supply. Stand by. The settings are configured to activate the antenna automatically if the aforementioned conditions are met. No manual input required.
Isn't it amazing how all of this stuff is just sitting here undisturbed in perfect condition? Amazing, really. So, I'm going to be honest. I don't like the implication of biological activity. I'm going to leave it at that. I really do need to get a bigger mouse. This one, it's too small. My last one was much bigger, at least twice as large. I really wish I could relock this if I so chose. This mouse has my hand all scrunched up like like it's made for babies. I just wanted something simple because the one I had previously is no longer in stock at Amazon, and that makes me tremendously sad. I also don't like paying a lot of money for things, so the issue only found itself food, right? The issue only became much worse as a result. Oh, right, I do have... How bad is this going to be? That's not... Oh, right. With that anomaly up there, it means I won't be able to run for an extended period. I will need to use the Hercules. But this is why I brought those along. I don't think I have another one for that. Oh, I found another broken rock, too. I don't remember where. It doesn't really matter. All you need to know is that we are getting... Why do I still have this? Why do I still have this decoder for the X Lab when the job is done? The mission is done, and it's locked in my inventory like this piece of garbage. I am really tired. I noticed that the PDA from that one guy we killed so long ago is no longer here. Why is this garbage here? The only explanation is the same as it's always been, ever since last episode. The devs are retarded. And yet another phone call that I have to take in hopes of employment. Well, make that 3 interviews now. Haha, life is great. Anyway, what were we talking about? Right, artifacts, protection from this nonsense, and putting away my weapons so they don't catch strays, as they say. The pistol stays on in bed. Why did... Okay. The only problem is, once I get up there, okay. For a split second there, I got stun locked, wondering how I lost health. Oh, of course he comes around this time. But it seems to have a more limited patrol pattern. What? Last time it... Yeah, it... So its patrol pattern seems to be just completely random. It does what it wants in the direction it wants. And frankly, what a way to live. If only I could be so free. Free, like an anomaly. That's right. On this channel, you get silly titles, video game commentary, and even poetry. If you aren't subscribed, I can't imagine why. So the issue is, I don't know where on this antenna I need to give it the good touch in order to make it do the thing. But I always want to keep the building between me. Oh, I guess I could just... Why is it like this? Don't move a muscle. Oh, right. I was supposed to take the goddamn Hercules. That's why. I hate it here. Oh, I recognize this area. Right over there is an ammo box that I didn't bother to open because I don't really care. Alright. Let's do some drugs. Let me out! Going away? Hmm? Whoop. Oh, hello there. That's not what I wanted. Is that how we're going to play this now? That's exactly why we have that. Don't do drugs unless it's drugs to protect your psyche. I know where we're going, folks. Oh, we also need... to eat again for some reason. That is definitely fatal. I'm going to go around instead. Dang it. That'll hurt less. Or none. Fantastic. I won't be able to jump back up here, though. Going to need to get there. Mr. Fantastic. Alright. Wait, what time is it? Not like it matters, I'm just stalling. I guess I have to invite the guests in before... okay. Mr. Fantastic. Now I've got that in my head and I hate it. Oh, I hate that. And I'm super glad I got that opened, because having to walk all the way around would be frustrating. Alright. Gun. Where is gun? No gun equipped. Right. No. Okay. Oh. Yeah, we have the... Okay, I understand what... fastest way is probably this way. And then we have to head back all the way around to over here. Alright, let's do this. And of course it's another freaking lab. Just choosing where to go at random, honestly, because glass shard anomaly is somewhere in here. Just choosing somewhere randomly to go because, well, no direction means I must choose one for myself. Let's go back. Okay, yeah. Checked right, so we go this. Okay. Stuff in there. Simple enough. Yoink, 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 yoink. Aggro. I see. That's going to be annoying. Nope. There's another one. I'm sorry. What? Wait, so what happened to my other gun? Did it leave on a mission without telling me? We promised to not be like those other couples. And you know they patched these guys? Because before, if you broke line of sight, the little pull wouldn't work. God dang it, man. Where is my shotgun?
Cold. Dark.
I don't care.
Can't see anything.
They took your gun too, huh? Well, it fell under the goddamn world. Great. Superb. Also, it did not take a lot of shots in order to put that guy down, did it? I saw a gun over there. Let me go grab that really quickly. Hate for them to have access to that. Okay. At least it didn't get sucked into the goddamn wall. That's right. Out yourself, buddy. Crap. God dang it. Where's my... You realize as soon as you drop that, you're dead, right? And that is why I love this gun. I don't foresee the Ram 2 putting shells down range at that rate. Ah!
Cold. Dark. Can't see anything.
Turn the lights on. Open your eyes. I'm sure there's a very simple solution you're overlooking. I'm not touching that quite yet. We're not done here. So now I know that there's a much better way of dealing with them, and that is point blank. Full stop. Anally. We have many options to choose from, and only so much time. Just to see. Well, I can't get a grenade down there, so... Ah, of course it's locked. Whatever it is, it's over this way. So unless I can get a grenade through this at the proper angle, I mean, why not, right? Ha-ha! How did that actually... How did that hit me? Okay, so... 1, I probably shouldn't have quick saved there. 2, I can't interact with that. 3, we've got that. And 4, there's a giant room over here. That just... Oh, right, I forgot about this. This place is chock full of interesting things to see. Give me. And waiting for his fat to run out. Finger looking good, really. Because walking over to this one was a step too far. So we could literally drop in here, but I can't fathom why I ever would. Is that how it's going to be? All right. As soon as I get it back, you know how this ends. I did your brothers in. I'll do you too. only works if I let it work. Ow. You know what?
I've tracked the antenna signals. All good. Just a little more to go. In X-15, there's an experimental unit. You need to place the cartridge in the control room. And then, get into the capsule. I'll take care of the connection. Are you ready?
To enter the pod? But why?
To see the truth. Don't worry about the capsule. Unlike the sea consciousness ones, it was designed for one user. I'll take care of the rest.
God, I'm so fat. Absolutely being fat shamed by Windows. That is a first for me. What in the world is this? Orbital memo? Decommissioning notice? Involving biological psi threats. Floor B2 is closed. 4221. Noted. Literally noted, in fact. Let's skim this. I said skim, and then I started actually reading the entire thing. That's that. I think we're done with that room. I remember the door with the code. Oh, right. I picked up that junk weapon so they wouldn't use it. Thankfully, they had no actual... Where the frick... I must have... Ah, I saw it. I will take this. But not you. Never you. Always the bridesmaid. Never the bride. Just to be thorough, because that's definitely a gun case. That's the stairs. There's a shard anomaly in the shaft. That is a collection of words, isn't it? I can't enter the code. Probably. I see. No, I think I have to do this, though. leave that for now. That's where we came in. I'm going to make absolutely sure. Where the frick did this guy come from anyway? I'm sorry, what? I already picked those up. Apparently I didn't. Apparently, the quick save we loaded from was the one where we actually hadn't gone down the ladder yet. Noted. Two corpses over yonder. Mildly concerning. Also, really quickly. So, an acid anomaly won't even scratch, won't even mar this armor. But being hit by a box, oh, that'll do it up just right. I hate it here. Okay. I forgot this gun was empty. And you guys let me walk around with it like that. I don't know why you're like this. Daddy, would you like some sausage? Yes. And if you guys haven't ever seen Freddy Got Fingered, why live? Honestly. Oh, that's... okay. Noted. I'm sorry, you what now? I hate it here. Bays for the two I threw. I'm just waiting for there to be a gun codenamed Apocalypse that is absolutely unimpressive. I mean, at this point, why does this even exist? Seriously. Forgot to try and go in here. Well, if I turn my light off, I won't be able to see, so I'm not going to do that. I wonder if this is the pod he's talking about getting into later. That's the room where I was fat shamed. My stellar memory will not allow me to forget. Now, yes, I could have put on the artifacts that provide physical protection, but well, I've got no excuse. Oh, look, I finally found a jar, the first jar in the game. It's not a good joke, I'll admit that.
Why do you scientists always have to make things so complicated? Faith is about believing in spite of something, Mr. Oseski, not because of it. Otherwise, what's the point? I need to know for sure. All right. If you prefer knowing to believing, see for yourself. Well, I didn't expect to see a familiar face here. How's it going? Double? Is that really you? Who else? I want to make sure. Tell me this. During our time in the bunker, someone saved you and your crew from the controller. Who was it? I'll never forget something like that. It was... You really are still alive. Unbelievable. As you can see, Professor, fate is always rewarded. Are you ready to take action?
Bread and circuses, we will take the circus. Of course it's locked. It's always locked. Everything is locked, unless it's not. We're doing this again. Yeah, I don't need this. I'm actually going to keep that. That'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, we'll hard save here. Because who knows what sort of BS we're about to encounter. Oh, man. So they're just... I see what's going on here. So there are just broken guns everywhere here. Do you guys know what that means? Because I know what that means. So I'm going to cut that nonsense off at the pass. If I could actually destroy the guns, I would. But of course, since I can't, and the game can still, well, anything that isn't me in this game can still use guns as if they're in perfect condition, I must take things into my own hands. I see. And yet another phone call. I'll be right back. That was apparently a wrong number. Anyway, we have things to dispose of, and then I want to go tickle that doorknob. Right over here where I won't ever be. I hate it. Okay. Interesting. He better have the ushiest of cushiest loot. Okay. And it's in good condition. That'll sell pretty decently, I guess. And I'll eat your meat. Sure, why not? Can you stop fat shaming me for like a second? I just want to go through. Thank you. I am kind of wanting to put all of this stuff behind that door. I have a sneaking suspicion that I won't actually be able to come back and retrieve this stuff naturally. And by that, I mean I'm probably going to end up having to sprint through this place like it's on fire or falling down around my ears, things like that. At the very least, they won't be able to weaponize my ammo. The bad ammo. It doesn't really matter if I break the boxes, they'll still use them. I mean, I could destroy them, but that's just so much time to waste listening to the guy heaving and hawing about being fat. Though I am reminded that I went to the trouble of emptying out my inventory. If only, you know, a little bit. I missed one. We destroy boxes in this household, young man. course. Of course it has physics. And what's more, of course I can't destroy it. At least not without spending a lot of ammo on it. I say a lot. But I mean any, just in general. It's too much. I don't want the bad gun, so it can go in the bad touch room. Have these on. Take that off for 2 of these. Could go further and replace these with this, but then that's like, what? I'm not. Why? I get a little fat and the world starts treating me differently. What else can we part with? That would be. Sure, why not? At least we're not in the red anymore. Thank goodness for small favors, I guess. Ugh. What an awful feeling having only a maximum weight capacity of 88 kilograms. For shame. Okay. Let's hope none of this falls under the world. I'm sitting here waiting for the saving icon to go away. Okay. So, we are not done here. It wasn't that in particular, but it was part of the problem. Finally. So, this is where we're going to call it done for today. I should probably put this all back in my inventory, but I'm sure we have at least one more quick save where everything is still here. So I'm going to avoid pressing that button a third time. Or, I mean, everything is still in my inventory and not on the floor. At least I hope. Nevertheless, as I was implying, this is where we're going to stop for today. I fully expect that once we get done with whatever lies beyond that doorway, we're probably going to have to make a fool's rush through here, and that's just not really feasible, given how much we've dropped, where we've dropped it, all of that. Yeah, remember, he said that we were going to have to get in that pod, so yeah, this is probably a bad idea. But it's fine. We've got a couple of saves that are around this, and we will deal with it accordingly as things come. I just wanted to get my suspicions out there in case I am correct or incorrect, frankly. Neither one really matters. It's just about the prediction. So, why not place your bets as well? And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.